Sydney, one of the major cities in the Southern Hemisphere, and I recently had the opportunity in October to walk some of the streets in the city centre. So let's have a look at some of the ideas that are coming out of Sydney. I want to look at some of the shop windows and show you some great ideas that are a bit different. At the same time, let's look at some marketing trends. And also, October, Christmas is coming. They were getting ready for Christmas. At the same time, they were actually putting turf down on the Sydney Harbour Bridge when I was there. I was there for the weekend that they turfed the bridge and had a picnic. It cost them $1 million to turf the bridge. But at the same time, they're telling me that they had $10 million return in marketing and advertising around the world. This is a city that dares to be different. There are retailers that dare to be different. Hermes is one of the fashion stores. And they used a theme around a motor car, and they used this motor car and chopped it up, as far as I was concerned, just to create some theatre for their shop windows. So it's always valuable to have a camera with you so you can just take some of the pictures of how people are using shop windows. I thought this was humorous yet effective. It caught my eye, and I know it caught many people's eyes as they walked down the street. Not only was they using the car, but occasionally they used scooters as well to get that interesting dare to be different theme across. The major store in Sydney, like Melbourne and Perth, is David Jones. I love their marketing. There's no other store like David Jones. Could you use that type of theme in your store? It forces you to be different and create something that people will remember. Some of the shopping arcades are a bit different as well. This is one of the more older shopping arcades, but I love the way the fashion stores were allowed to put some theatre up in the middle of the shopping arcade, just again to create that dare to different appeal. Chocolate, I'm told, is going to be one of the big themes this Christmas. Helping to save the giant panda. Here's the chocolate company putting a themed window together based on a theme and based on a bit of conservation and saying, yeah, we want to help the world. So some lovely little chocolates coming out for the Christmas market from Haig's chocolate stores. Let's look at some of the marketing. Perfect greens, colour perfection. I always look at the paint themes coming out by the major paint companies. And this was coming out from Dulux, and they were using perfect green as a theme. And some of the retailers were following that through with some of their theme displays. It's worth looking at the colour swatches just to see what colour themes are coming through. Freedom Furniture, which is an IKEA type furniture store, used the theme Designed by You, again to get this message across of personalising some of the promotional campaigns. The Freedom Decorator. Freedom are now sending out a decorator. They've got a decorator that will help you with colour schemes. So again, service is being taken to a different level. And I'm sure we could take this idea in many businesses to the next stage in our own themes. You've always got to look at Nike. I love this little promotion from Nike where they had an origami folder where you could design your own shoes. It was so simple yet so effective, and people were picking this up, making it into the origami folder just to select colour themes. But as I said, Christmas is coming. Maya did an excellent Christmas decoration on their trees. In Australia, we tend not to decorate our stores so heavily as they do in Europe and the States and Canada. But when they come to decorating a Christmas tree, this was simple but effective. So just a short walk through the streets of Sydney to look at some of the ideas and to get some thinking for you. What should be your action plan is to do the same in your local high street on a monthly basis. Go around with a camera and a piece of paper and pick up some ideas. Sometimes you won't be able to take pictures in stores, but you can always make some notes. Once you've checked out those ideas, look at retailers that don't do what you do for ideas. Don't copy from retailers that do what you do. Yes, you need to check them out, but we're going to get a lot more ideas from retailers that don't do what you do. And finally, take ideas and adapt them for your business. The world is full of ideas. You don't need to get on a plane. Look at the high street. This is John Stanley. Thank you for joining me for a walk through Sydney.